Hey, it worked.
The countdown?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Amazing.
it happens once in a while. Hit the right button.
Yeah. And I actually took out that music that was apparently copyrighted.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, it sounded pretty nice and dramatic, but I was like, oh, got a little straight. Oh, and the you know how like media is like, I guess it's they separate countries by regions, and I guess that's how the format of the media stuff is worked out. But the region that had the strike is from like the Caribbean.
Mine said Russia.
Nope. Okay. Hey. Okay. I must have been looking at something different then, because that was the same. We should have gotten the same strike.
I, yeah, I don't know.
I
Yeah,
don't know. That was weird. I mean, I just went. I just went and just, you know, it gives you the option where you can just you could tell it to just find the area and delete the audio. So that's what I did. So those
yeah,
parts are gonna have no music. That's really it. So it's no big deal. So
yeah.
anyway, excuse me for a moment. So good afternoon, good evening, folks. Thanks for being here as we. So I kind of gained my composure. It's hot. It's been hot. It's been like so hot, just more than just crack back cooking. I mean, it's been crazy hot. So everyone, please be well, be careful, stay hydrated. I know about a week ago I got a little dehydrated and it just messed me up. So please be careful in this heat that we're having. These, especially it's been what 2 weeks now. We've had these like heat waves or whatever.
Yeah, we're under a heat warning or whatever advisory now, level red or whatever they call it. It's supposed to hit triple digits actual temperature, let alone the heat index. So anyway, that's all part of being in part of this country during the summer.
Yep, yep, it is. Yeah. Anyway, so let's kick off the show real quick to say good afternoon to this guy. Wait, this guy. So
Yeah, I'm here.
thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. And then we got uh Sailor Tom. Good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you showing up. And of course our friend and colleague who will one day be up on camera here. We'll get him up here somehow. Not show his pretty face. He's probably a surprisingly rugged, handsome guy and stuff. But I want to get him up here somehow. I don't know. Maybe I gotta bribe him some gold or something. Who knows? So. And then our friend from Marion, North Carolina. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you being here. And we have Daryl. Afternoon. Thanks for being here. And water, the possibilities, not weather,
Water.
water, the possibilities. So H2O, that's a very interesting element, right? It's the one that can exist in three different states at the same time and all that jazz. You can't, you really can't compress water. I mean, it's a very small percentage, maybe 1-2%, something like that. But for the most part, you can't compress water, and because of that, woo, you can do all kinds of crazy stuff. So yeah, so if you're into hydraulics and pressures and plumbers understand water fluid mechanics very well. So water possibilities. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up. And who else we got? See, we have Rennie Miller. Good evening, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. And let's make sure I greet everybody, and I'll double back and see if we got any questions. And Hardwire. Hey, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you being here. Well, to kick things off, so the Mint dropped those daggone Superman medals this what Thursday? Was it Thursday?
Uh, something like that.
Yeah,
24th, was it?
yeah. So curious as to how that turned out.
Well, the gold went unavailable, and then came back, and I believe it is still available. And everything is still available as far as I know, but I have not
Yeah.
checked. You can carry on, and I will take a look at the Mint website.
Yeah, I think for me, and I think for Mr. X and some of our colleagues in the space, that thing's just way overpriced. It's what, $1,000 premium already, and it's only half an ounce, I think. So it's like, look, if you're into DC Comics, you enjoy the IP and everything. Hey, that's great. You guys know me. Hello, Star Wars. So, if you like that and you enjoy it, hey, by all means, do as you do. Enjoy it. Just understand what you're getting into, because that thing is not cheap. So
No, and there are some aftermarket sales on it already. On the gold, believe it or not.
Mr. X and I, we were talking about that last week offline, and is it? I want to say, was it Samoa or Tuvalu? They had the DC license at the time, and they had a coin or the obverse had a image of Superman in flight, like over Metropolis or something, and then kind of next, he's kind of off centered, and then to the upper corner had his the logo off his chest. Kind of had it kind of like superimposed on one side, kind of looked like a bat signal coming, kind of started from like a perspective look, kind of from a small point, then expanding out. And that looked a whole lot, in our opinion, is a lot nicer than what the Mint made. So
yeah, but I'm guessing that DC had a hand as far as the design, don't you?
Oh, of course, I'm sure they played into the. I'm sure they probably had final say on what, or a significant part of what was going to go on to it.
Sure. Yeah. And just for the record, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do an analysis on this or not, but looks like the graded Superman Gold is selling from $33.99 to $39.99, and the raws were both. Looks like the raws they accepted an offer, so I got to do a little digging for that. But 3,600 and 4,000, so I don't know, about 3,500 probably. But anyway, so there people are buying it on the secondary market, which is, they're still buying the Army Privy too. That's not sold out, so who knows?
Yeah, they need to fix that. I think they need to lift the limit, really. If they're having a hard time, just at this point, people who can buy one have bought their one, or hopefully if they haven't been booted off for whatever reason, credit card problems or something. But they need to lift that limit. Just let the folks have it. Come on.
Yep.
But that's just my opinion. To sidetrack real quick from Bad Gateway, there was a miracle today. The Detroit Tigers actually won a game today.
Yeah, I know. Don't rub it in. They went from the best team in baseball before the All-Star break to the worst team in baseball after the All-Star break. So we'll see what happens.
And Jack's letting us know, can't buy anything from the Mint anymore. They're way too expensive. I agree. There is, I'm sure there has to be some level of profitability and all that jazz, but $1,000 premium on gold. I mean, even the regular, proof and uncirculated that you buy off the Mint site, they're not that high.
Well, you got to remember, not only do they got to go by their pricing grid, but they also have a fee that they got to send back to DC.
Right.
There's a licensing fee.
Yeah, and as Andy says here, he's probably killing it.
Could be. Oh.
Question from Randy: why didn't they put the year on the 1 ounce?
It's a good question, but it is a metal, so
yeah,
they don't have to do that. That also means that they can keep printing those things as long as they want.
Oh, Daryl's interested in the Superman Gold, but he's asking for everyone's help to start a GoFundMe so he can go get it.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Water says it will be interesting to see the sales figures for the Superman coin and medals. The Sacagawea will sell out quick. I think so. I mean, I'm not, you guys know I'm not a heavy duty collector and stuff, but I believe that coin has a very strong following, and it appears to me that I think it will do well. Will it sell out overnight? I don't know. That's a good question for the guy we call Triple S. But I think there's demand for it, and I think the level of popularity, yeah, it will probably sell out before the Superman does, in my opinion, based on just my gut stink.
Could be. Could be.
Oh, somebody's trying to talk smack. Says, Mr. X, why would I rub it in? I'm a huge Tiger fan. I live 50 miles from Detroit. No, please tell us how you really feel.
No, he's right. He's right. It's frustrating. We think we're reliving 1984 all over, and they go back to, what was that, 2019 when they lost 119 games or whatever it was.
And
Still my Tigers.
I don't know what Andy's doing. My strain is panhandling by. That's Andy being Andy. I don't know what Andy's doing.
Just need to find a dog.
The sailor has. I hope the Navy and the Air Force privies aren't going to be such a boondoggle. Navy and Marine Corps. Yeah, it's Navy and Marine Corps. Right? The other two.
Yes.
Yeah, Navy and Marine Corps. Well, anyway, but yeah,
no Air Force.
Yeah, I hope they don't screw it up like they did with the Army privy.
Yeah, the Air Force has only been around for 70 years.
Yeah, they were formed in
45, right?
Oh, what was it, 47?
Or was it 47? A couple years after World War II?
Yeah, it's just a couple of years after World War II. I want to say 1947. I'm not 100% sure.
No, you're probably right.
Excuse me. So Andy's giving us a prediction. Statutory dollar will probably be around 2,200.
Could be.
Maybe, hopefully.
What's the weight
but
on that thing?
It's not 1 ounce gold though.
No,
right?
it's not. It's a half ounce. 2,200 is probably a fair guess.
Yeah, at least that one they don't have to pay licensing fees.
Without looking for yeah, I'm not going to do it. I could look up the pricing grid, but who knows what's going to happen between now and when's that thing go on sale? Oh, yeah. Thursday, July 31st. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then next week the Texas American Innovation Dollar drops, and that's supposed to be the last of the ones that uses the NASA stuff on it. So that one will probably do well. Oh, and then apparently, watching Triple S's videos, the Mint announced that they're going to stop the American Innovation Dollar proof set.
Yep.
So that was kind of interesting news.
They're also stopping the Christmas ornaments.
Oh, that too. Oh, yep. Okay. Oh, yeah, because that video was like 20 minutes long, so there was a lot there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, I don't collect the
Christmas Mighty Miners. You don't connect the Mighty Miners?
No, I don't do that.
Yeah, I don't either. Andy's going to check the grid. Thank you, Andy.
Daryl says no more innovation proof coin sets after 2025. Yeah, I don't know why they're. I don't understand. If they're still going to mint the innovation dollars. Do the reverse proof. I mean, reverse proofs are really nice. I like those.
They're keeping those, I guess, right?
Yeah, they're still keeping the reverse. So if they're going to keep the reverse, why not just keep the proof?
It's a different strike. Different strike, different packaging. Everything's different.
unless they got to make room on the production floor for all the quadgen, bitro, monosodium
Centennial, yes, I'm like
centennials.
you. Yeah, yeah. Well, they've got too many SKUs, too many repeats, too much stuff that are not profitable, and the innovation dollars are one of them. So,
Yeah, I guess it didn't pan out the way they thought it would. And Stacker said in his video that there was a lot of people at the Mint who don't like the innovation dollar, or just didn't come to fruition as they thought it would.
um,
I don't know.
in my opinion, it wasn't going to take off like the quarter program. The state quarter program was completely different. That was in circulating coinage. These things aren't in circulation. Now, do away with the $1 bill, the currency, and use the innovation dollar to replace it.
Oh,
maybe a different story.
That would be cool, in my opinion. We need to get if they're going to get rid of the cent, the penny, they're going to get rid of that for cost savings, and let's get rid of the paper bill. Let's get rid of the $1, and I would say even the $5 paper bill. Well, you look at all countries, like especially in the EU, Great Britain, Australia,
Canada,
all your major Western powers, they generally, I think they either stop or they do a very limited run on 1 or 5, I'm just going to say dollar, increments. And they use coins. They have a $1 coin, a $2, I think
Canada's got
I believe has a $2 coin. I think they have a $5 coin, but I don't remember. When I lived in Germany while it was still West, they had a 1 Deutschmark, a 2 Deutschmark, and a 5 Deutschmark coin. And the life of a coin lasts a whole lot longer. So why don't we? I don't know. To me, it'd be a cost savings, because you print, you mint that coin once, it's going to last 10 plus years or something.
I don't remember. I think it lasts longer than that, based on studies. Paper
even
dollar lasts 18 months or something like that, but it's cheap. It's pennies on. It's what is it, 13 cents or 12 cents to make a dollar bill?
Yeah.
But it's gone in 18 months, and they got to print more. So I agree. Just do away with the one, and at least, I don't know. Then in my opinion, then the innovation dollars would have taken off.
But wasn't part of the I guess part of the motivation for the Sacagawea was for it to be the in-circulated dollar coin? Wasn't that kind of the plan way back when they started the program?
25 years ago or whatever it's been. Yeah. 2000.
When did they start? 78, 79, somewhere around there?
Sacagawea? No, 2000.
Oh, really? That was earlier than that.
No, they had Susan B before that, remember?
That's what I'm thinking. Susan B. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That didn't really take off.
Well, they did Susan B in what, 79, 80, 81.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
And then they brought it back in 99, but only in proof, if I recall. And I could be wrong on that, but I'm going off memory. Okay, Andy, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah.
I appreciate the effort. You're still a good guy. I don't care what John says.
Water says too much symbolism over $1 Babylonian note to get rid of. Yeah, I guess so. What is it, the Freemasons and what are those other civic organizations that are involved with it?
Man, that was the Freemasons was the big one.
It's crazy.
All right, I can't read it. It's too small. Bear with me. Comic arts.
Well, that's the way it is. So I don't know. We'll see. I think we need to get rid of the dollar bill. Just go to a coin. Last longer, easier maintenance. Blah blah blah.
All right, Sacagawea 25th anniversary, half ounce, 24 karat gold. Based on today's spot price, which right now it is $33.37. $33.37.
Oh, Andy tells us in '99 they did a P&D in addition to the S proof with the Susan B. And really quick to everybody, the man himself, Triple S, son of a solar stackers in the chat. Good evening, good afternoon, good evening, brother. Glad to see you here. You're you're getting ready for your auction in about 30 minutes or so. So we're gonna kind of warm up the crowd for you here, and we'll try to send them over a little bit early before you kick off. Does he have to be live in order for that redirect to work?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
All right.
Um,
Well, anyway, whatever happens, we'll be sure to put the link in the chat over to Triple S's auction tonight.
Yep.
Head on over there, have some fun, see what he has to offer. He has all kinds of wild and crazy stuff above and beyond coins. So we might see some interesting other neat things for sale tonight. So let's go after the show. Let's go over and show our support for Triple S. So appreciate you being here, brother.
Now, I know everybody is sitting on pins and needles. The Sacagawea, right now, if they were to release it today, based on their pricing grid, it'll be $2,175. It'll be $2,200 if spot goes up over $3,350 to $3,399. It'll be $2,200. So that's where we're at.
Thank you, Andy. Andy put the link in the chat over to Triple S's channel, and remind me later in the show. I'll post the actual link to the auction itself, so you can go directly to the to that stream. And cool. Yeah. So let's have a good time tonight. Triple S. Have some fun. Bust out the good stuff.
And remember, the Sacagawea, there's only 7,500 for the mintage limit.
Well, that's good. At least they cut the mintage down, so it'll help with collectability in that regard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll probably do better in the Superman model. You know, they should have. The Mint should have really got the timing down on that. They could have at the fun show. I mean, they had a presence there. That would have been the great place for them to debut it. To do the drop, so to speak.
Yeah, they should have dropped it at Comic-Con.
Or actually, Comic-Con would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
Comic-Con would have been a lot better for sure. But if the timing didn't work out, I think the fun show would have been a good alternative.
Well, they were dropping the Morgan and Peace.
What's that big? Is that what it's called? The big Comic-Con out in San Diego?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it's called. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, you're going to drop. I mean, there's people. They go to. There's like it isn't just comic books. That's like TV shows and anything related with pulp culture. And bands. They go there to put on little short concerts and stuff like that. So this is just it's more than just comic books. Comic-Con is. It's literally some like a social cultural event. So
big.
Yeah, if you're gonna be like the Mint, you're gonna have some new product that's out of the box like this DC series. That would have. I mean, come on, comic books. Wow, Then you got the new Superman movie that just came out. What, a couple weeks ago, I guess. So,
a couple weeks ago, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, they could have somehow find a way to tie all that in. That would help. So, I don't know. I don't mean to sound negative or anything about it. It's just. From my perspective, it's good that the Mint is stepping out of the box and doing something completely different. This isn't a tribute coin to some president from way back when or anything like that. It's completely out of the box doing the DC Comics. So I give him big credit for doing it. That's a good step to try something new and totally different. Which, by the way, the innovation dollars, that's kind of different. I mean, maybe when it first came out, I thought it was going to be more technically oriented. To celebrate the science and the accomplishments that came from the States. With regards to like science, technology, engineering, that kind of stuff. Because American innovation, everybody thinks innovation's like, oh, something to press on to the future. But
And it kind of
some
went
of the
that
more,
way, right? The telephone and the Hubble stuff, and so it was very heavy in STEM stuff.
Mhm.
But
yeah, exactly. I thought that would have been the good theme for him to stay in the kind of the STEM area. And it ties in the states together because I guess maybe they're trying to kind of reach out to how the state quarters did. Being had every state and all the territories represented.
right,
But I think you're right though. It's because that we don't have a dollar coin and it's not in normal circulation. It just doesn't add a nice little oomph to it.
yeah. I mean, they put
So
something out for the collectors that the collectors didn't ask for.
yeah.
Now, what they did, Andy's got a comment. If you scroll up a little bit about the 1804 reproduction in gold, that's what a lot of collectors are asking for. That's what they're looking forward to, is all these reproduction coins. And if I was the mint, I would make those coins like reverse proof. Reverse proof in gold, commemorative type stuff. Now people are going to say, well, but that's not true to the original design or the original finish. I get it, but man, would they be sharp.
Well, it's like the when he did the first time he did the reverse proof on the Morgan and Peace dollar. I like it.
They're cool.
I personally like it. So if you keep it as a commemorative, just for the centennial year, just do it the one time. I think that's cool. I mean, I think you and I are maybe in agreement, but I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was the intention of the Morgan and Peace when they brought it back in 2021 was just everybody thought it's just going to be just that commemorative year and be done with it. But now they've done it kind of repetitively, so it's watered it down. Kind of, it's just.
Well, I think that because of the fiasco when that launched, I think they were seeing a demand. Which, in all fairness, the demand is there. I mean, they sell more proof and reverse proof Morgan and Peace dollars than they do the ASE proofs.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I mean, the Morgan and Peace has always been a popular coin.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that plays into it for sure. I mean, like I really like the reverse proof.
I think the reverse proof
are the only ones I've been getting them like already graded and stuff. So
makes sense.
That's the only ones I've been buying of the Morgan and proof. It's just the reverse proofs that, So it's a bit much, but I like it. I figure if I'm only going to get one of each in the series a year, not just get the reverse proof set. That'd be good. Oh, Triple S has a question for everybody. And did anyone here buy any of the Superman stuff that dropped? He's curious to know.
That would be a no for me, Alex.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a couple of folks here said, no, thank you.
Now, if I was a big Superman fan, or if I was into the DC stuff, I could see maybe splurging. I mean, it's pricey, $135 for the silver 1 ounce. Yeah. But if I was a diehard fan, I would spend it. Right? Yeah, $135.
Hey, we got a little someone special here in the chat.
Hey.
Thanks, Coins. Good evening. Hey, thanks for joining us. A little blast from the past for some of us.
Hello,
Says,
Nick.
The gold reproductions are not that exciting. They will be overpriced. The U.S. needs to do something new with low mintages. I think everybody's in agreement on that one.
Well, sure. I'm not sure, Nick. Look at the dime standing Liberty quarter and the half that they did a few years ago in gold. Try finding those. I know I was looking for them and I found one dime. That was it. at the fun show. Nobody had any quarters. Nobody had or the Standing Liberty quarters or the walking halves. So,
was there a year that they did a fractional gold buffalo?
yeah, I think it was 2008. I think
That
they did
any
all
pop?
4. They did the 1 ounce, half ounce, quarter ounce, and 10th ounce, and they are expensive.
Yeah. Well, hey, Nick, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you being here. Long time no see. Thanks
Yeah.
for joining us. Bad Gateway said he got the 2.5 ounce silver medal. I assume that's the Superman. And Andy says that his daughter's all fired up about the Wonder Woman coin. She watched the TV show faithfully as a kid. So I assume that's the one with Linda Carter.
Yes, from our generation, correct. Yes, it was 2008 for the fractional buffalo. 2008 W, to be specifically.
Yeah.
Graded in 70. Looks like they're running around 15 grand. Raw, around 11. Oh, well.
Oh, we're simul streaming, so if you could be in one person's chat or be in someone else's, and you won't be able to see them if you're not on their channel. But what we can do is turn you over. There we go. There. Now you can see the chat from both channels together, and this is something. That's something. That's a nice feature that I do like about this restream service, is that you can it'll show the chat live from all the sources that you're streaming from. So
Yep.
whether your channel on YouTube, Instagram, wherever, or if you have someone simul streaming on their channel, it also shows a chat from their channel too. So I like that feature, because if you want to go stuff, we can simul stream over multi channels and have a nice audience for it. Especially want to get rid of sell the reasonable price for everybody. They can get something good deal at spot price order. Anyway, big hint. But first, we're gonna go to Triple S's auction tonight and show him support. So we're gonna do that first. Before anybody hints anything else coming down the pipe. Boy, I'm just a bad salesman. All right. Anyway. So, yeah, Nick says the 1/10 Buffaloes are about $800 now. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's another one you can't find at the fun show. Or well, you do. When you do find them, they are they're pricey. They're getting full retail for those things.
Nick says she has a source for those gold dimes you were referring to earlier. So I don't know if that was a challenge or just a statement of fact.
Sure, she does.
Yeah.
She's good ways of finding that stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Triple S, before you go, maybe or maybe Mr. X may know. Bad Gateway is asking about how Silver Wolverine's doing. Maybe Nick, if you're here, maybe if anybody has some news about how SW's doing.
It looks like Nick answered.
Yeah.
And Stacker X answered as well.
Oh, okay. I see it. Oh, well, thoughts and
yeah,
prayers.
I haven't seen him in chats or anything. So,
yeah, well, certainly thoughts and prayers goes out to SW. It's not, trust me, it's not easy to deal with the death of a parent.
Yep.
I think that says it right there.
All right, Bad Gateway. Thanks for stopping in, man.
Yep. Thanks, Bad Gateway. Appreciate you being here and everything. And
go Tigers.
Oh, so what happened with spot price this past week? Apparently, did the trade deal with Japan with regards to tariffs and everything, did that kind of play into it a bit?
Uh,
Because it seemed like it was going up, and then when did that news drop? Thursday, I think, and then
Tuesday night, Wednesday, something like that, and it took a hit.
okay,
Um, and then bounced back a little bit and then went down again Friday, right? And then now that they've announced the trade deal with the EU,
mm-hmm.
we'll see what the markets do. Right now, it seems to be flat. Gold's down 5, and silver is up 2 cents. Platinum is up $6, and palladium is up $26.
Ooh, palladium. Oh yeah,
So,
the other precious metals, the ones that I like. Actually, I'm a big fan of platinum and palladium. Yeah, I actually got a while back. I bought a 1 ounce, or excuse me, 1 gram and a 5 gram bar of palladium. So I just wanted it because I don't have any, and I was hoping I'm kind of got it, so I have like a prop to show. I want to make a video talk about platinum and palladium. I kind of want to kind of focus on those a little bit and talk more of the technical science and blah 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 side. That's the content I really want to make, and I need to actually start making. But look, right now, step one: start doing weekly live streams. Get into this habit. Get this habit going. Get it situated. Because I think this is like the only fourth one, I think.
something like that, yeah.
Yeah, third or fourth one. Well, I think it's the third one on a Sunday, and I think we've done like maybe 1 or 2 pop-ups. So just trying to just get back into just live streaming in general, because I'm sure there's plenty of folks out there on both our channels that may not know that we're live streaming again. So just conquer one habit at a time. Just to start live streaming again, because it's kind of straightforward, and getting it up and running, get people back into the chat, back into talking and collaborating with one another, and then for me, then graduate to start making some long form content eventually. Because in this community stuff, live streams, you got to have the long form as much as you do the live stream stuff, I think. But then again, what do I know? Which isn't much. And he says gold 33.32 silver, 38.09. We can close from Kitco, but aren't the Asian markets are open now.
Right.
Oh.
So silver's up a penny. Gold is now down $6.30.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with the.
There was what was I going to say? I just lost my train of thought. Anyway, okay. We will see you soon. Triple S, I think you just say goodbye to everybody in the chat. So we will redirect to your stream in probably in a few more minutes here. Kind of maybe just wrap up a few thoughts or something. What was I going to say? I enjoyed something, and I forgot when this posted, but everybody knows who that Kevin Leary guy is, Mr.
Wonderful.
Yeah, Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank. He was on a CNN panel, I want to say sometime last week, and people were it was like everybody, all the commentators on there, they were all beating up on him, and he was just saying, he was just like, why are you all complaining? This tariff stuff, everything, the market's doing great. Your 401k is worth more right now. He actually said, as of this date, as of this time, right now, your 401k has never been it's worth the most it's been, and blah 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 blah. And everybody's just trying to beat up on him. What about tariff this? What about tariff that? And I'm just looking at it going, guess what? It's working. Yes, there's geopolitical repercussions and all that stuff, but it's a tool. It's a bargaining tool, in my opinion, and it's working. If it's bringing people to the negotiation table, and then both parties sit down in good faith and hammer out a deal, tell me what's wrong with that. Is it intimidation? Yeah, sure. So is parking an aircraft carrier battle group off your country's coast. How's that for intimidation?
Yeah.
One carrier battle group is the equivalent of like multiple countries' air forces in Europe. And we just park one piece of American sovereignty off your country coast. So, you can talk to me about intimidation all you want, but if it's helping the bottom line, could we be more tactful and more tone police? Sure, but stuff is working. Is it ethical? I don't know. That's maybe a good debate topic for somebody to talk about somewhere down the road. But I don't know. I like it. Things could be better, sure, but maybe things are moving in the right direction. Now, my question is, how do tariffs impact spot prices? That part I don't know, and that's probably something I need to look into. I think it plays into. Well, the thing is, anything that somebody sneezes in the market, it's going to affect our 401k. It's going to affect the cost of goods and all that jazz. Supply changes, spot prices changes. So to just go out and just say this one thing, oh, it's your fault. This is why eggs still cost so much. Which, by the way, Mr. Wonderful actually said eggs were down. I think he said 33%. So I don't know if that's right, but yes, eggs are
$2.49 here. Doesn't.
There you go. See, eggs are cheaper. Eggs are cheaper in Florida. So call up Mr. X and tell him to send you 2 dozen.
Sure.
All right, get off my soapbox.
I think it does affect spot, depending on what they think that the tariffs are going to do to the trade, obviously, and how it's going to move the stock market. And depending on how the market goes, I mean, typically forever, if the market was going one way, metals were going the other. They were always crisscross. But lately, I don't know, this year, there's no rhyme or reason, it seems, most of the time. Sometimes they both go up or they both go down. It's been a weird year. But I think that the big trade agreement with Japan and I can't remember who else it was. Was it the Philippines and another Asian country, Southeast Asian country? I think that did have an effect. So apparently, so far, it doesn't appear that the deal with EU has done a whole lot as far as moving the markets, but it's also still pretty early. 7:43, markets opened at 6, so we'll see. We'll see what happens once the European markets open. That's when we're going to see some movement, maybe.
Jack needs some eggs, so he'll take a half dozen, Mr. X.
Half dozen?
Drop ship those to him.
Yeah, I'll only charge you $1.25 with $30 shipping. Unfortunately. I could send them ground, but they might not be good when they get there.
I am going to let me share this. This is somebody that I follow on YouTube, and this channel is What's Going On with Shipping. This guy is he's into shipping logistics. He's a maritime, all things related to maritime industry, shipping, the logistics of it, the planning, the geopolitics of shipping and all that jazz. And he's got really, really good content. He also talks about, military stuff, what's going on with the Navy, shipbuilding and stuff like that. And he's a great channel. If you're into logistics and you want to see how, what shipping is doing, what's going on with shipping with regards to the economy and everything like that, he's a great source to that I follow, and good material. I think he has a PhD in like maritime, something related to maritime logistics, and he's also a maritime historian, and he's a volunteer firefighter too. So, pretty well-rounded guy. He's very well regarded in some of the military podcasts on YouTube because he covers a lot of material with the Navy and military stuff. So. I don't know, it just kind of popped in my head because a lot of the things that when I follow it because it affects stuff that we're all into, and I had another thought, but anyway, So that's just the little food for thought, and shout out to Dr. Sal. He's it's really good stuff. He what's out there? Okay, and how do I stop that? There we go. Just like that. So that's what's going on with shipping. Anyway, okay. I think we got a little.
Okay, got it.
I think we're gonna call it there. I think I ran out of energy and stuff. So plus I'm a little dehydrated. This thing was full. So yeah, I'm gonna give me a second. Y'all talks amongst yourselves. Let me go get over to Triple S's channel, get that link, and post it in the chat. And then we'll go over there and see what Triple S has to offer us. Where are you? Go. Share. Copy. Over here. Okay, now I can. Okay. I think it's down here. Engage with the audience, starter poll, starter. No. Okay, paste that. Just put in here real quick. Give me a moment.
Oh, markets are moving. Gold's only down 480 now, and silver's up 4 cents. Market's on the move.
Okay, see if I got that right. Notice source stacker auction. Okay, we'll post that. Okay, that's in pin to the top. There we go. So did I show up here on? Okay, so that's the link to Triple S's auction. It's going to be kick off in about 15 minutes. So let's go over and show him some support tonight and see what kind of goodies he has to offer. So with that, thanks for everyone for being here for this abridged sound check. Appreciate everybody being here. And yeah, let's show Triple S love, a little bit of love after this show. Mr. X, any parting thoughts for the crew before I ask Mr. Apache to say goodbye to everybody?
I just want to say thank everybody for stopping by, jumping in the chat, and talking with us. Appreciate it. And I guess until about 12 minutes from now at Stackers, 73.
Cool. Okay. Well, thanks everybody. The link is in the chat. Please head on over to Triple S, and let's have a good time with this auction tonight. So, Mr. Apache, please send us out. Have a good evening. See everybody next Sunday.